Hello folks. Well, if you're expecting a really polished video, you're probably not going to get it from me. But I wanted to show off this is an RCA 6T54 1951 model. It's kind of special to me because it came out of the home of my great-grandparents. And I've had it for a while now, maybe 10 or 12 years. And finally decided it was time to try to wake it up. So a couple weeks ago I pulled the chassis and been busy in my spare time replacing the capacitors. All the tubes were with the TV, although most of them had been pulled and were just laying there in a pile. My guess is maybe it just died years ago because of the capacitors. Maybe somebody pulled the tubes, took them uptown, or maybe they just pulled them. Who knows why? But that's the way it was found. So with the capacitors changed, I'm going to give it a first power up shortly here, and we're going to see what happens. And hopefully there aren't any fireworks. So stay tuned. I'll just give a brief view of the underside. As you'll quickly note, if you're experienced with old electronics, no, I have not replaced all the capacitors. I replaced the filter caps. I did that all underneath the chassis. No, I'm not the most fancy guy when it comes to replacing capacitors. Installed a couple terminal strips to give me room to install those new caps. Plenty of room under the chassis on this one. I went through and replaced especially some of the paper caps in the vertical section and in the high voltage. I'm expecting there to be some other issues, but I started with the obvious stuff. Got rid of all of these, just the bumblebees that are always suspect. So, and these good little bombs here. So we'll see how it does. Okay, folks. So I have everything hooked up. I've got my digital converter box at the ready with rabbit ears. Don't expect the greatest signal. I don't usually have it that great here at my home on rabbit ears, but that will get me something. I did, although I'm not going to bring this up slowly on a Variac, because with the new filters I'm not too concerned. But I do have it running through a Variac and through an isolation transformer just in case. But let's see what happens. First time I've videoed myself trying this. And what do we see? We see that Brian, expert that he is, pulled the plug out. Told you this was a warts and all video. Yeah. Something doing a little pop in there, but just going to tweak vertical a bit. So, hey, it's a start. A good enough start. So, we have no vertical, but we have high voltage. Picture's a little bit narrow, but this is something to start with. So, I'll keep you posted.